Well, I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a while since I've ranked some Just Dance songs, and I've been asked so many times to rank the 2023 maps. So, without further ado, in this video, we are going to rank not only the classic maps, but the extremes as well. I love ranking maps, but I also don't want it to come off like I think any of them are like the worst thing I've ever seen. In fact, I think this is going to be the hardest game to rank songs for because they're all so creative in different ways. But I've broken them up into 5 different sections. Also, just a heads up that I will not be ranking any of the songs that were added later, like the World Tour songs and stuff, just the songs that are in the base game for 2023. Now we have 5 very important and professional and serious categories to rank these songs with. So our 5 categories are masterpiece, amazing, average, way below average, and some of these categories might look familiar to my Just Dance 2022 ranking, but I had to change some of them. In that video, my worst ranked category was literally called Toxic from Just Dance 2. So this is awkward, but I think is a good replacement. So I think we're fine. All right, grab some snacks because we're about to rank some maps for a while. We're gonna start with As It Was. I think As It Was, to me, I'm stuck between average and amazing because the choreo is like pretty much what I expect from Just Dance, but the visuals are so beautiful and there's like a little bit of lore involved in it too with the toxic plane flying overhead. I'm gonna be very generous and give it to amazing, even though I think the choreography is a little simple. I think everything else is really incredible. And also simple choreographies aren't bad inherently, obviously, but it's not like one of my favorite choreographies. Everything else is amazing though. Boy With Love. Boy With Love, I don't really know where to put it. I don't really get the background. Like, I don't get why the coaches are shrunken in this little toy store. And well, actually, maybe I shouldn't talk because I don't even know if that's part of the music video or not. I think I'm gonna put Boy With Love in, please don't hate me, I think I'm gonna put it in average, just because it's not one that really clicks with me. But I love the dancing, I love the choreography. I think the map overall, it's just not one of my favorites. But it's not bad, it's great. Bring Me to Life. I think I'm gonna put Bring Me to Life in masterpiece. I love Bring Me to Life. It has one of those moves that I've been wanting to see in Just Dance again, where it's like a move that kind of shocks you in a way, or maybe not shocks you, but like catches you off guard. Like when he lifts her into the air, I remember playing that for the first time with Coney, one of my friends from the Just Dance community, and neither of us were expecting it at all, and it caught us totally off guard and made us laugh. And I think moves like that really make Just Dance special for me, the ones where you don't expect what's about to happen. And also getting like an emo song in Just Dance. 11-year-old me is crying inside. Can't Stop the Feeling. I feel like the initial feeling I got watching it has worn off since I've seen it like a million times and I've heard it a million times, but I'm trying to go off of what I felt when I watched it for the first time, and to me that was masterpiece. A beautiful intro involving previous coaches, having surprise lore at the end where all the coaches get kidnapped. I remember watching this and being shocked. So I'm trying to get rid of the I've heard it a million times feeling and remember how I felt the first time. And I remember the first time thinking this is a masterpiece. Danger, High Voltage, I'm putting straight into amazing. It's maps like this that make me so happy that they're doing faces in Just Dance now, because these 2 dancers are going hard. Like, this is the kind of stuff I love when it comes to watching dancing, is seeing expression, and they are having such a blast, and it really like pulls me into the map more. So that one is amazing to me. Top of the World. No, I think I'm gonna put Top of the World in average. I think Whoever did the animation did an incredible job. Like animating a model of a crocodile with tiny arms dancing cannot be easy. So I want to say in terms of like animation, I think it's really beautiful. And actually for choreography, I don't mind it. I think it's kind of fun. I think I'm going to put it in average just because it's one of those songs. It's one of those songs where you hear it and you're like, oh, here we go. But whoever animated it did an incredible job. It's really beautiful to watch. It's honestly, now that I think about it, it's a map that I would prefer to watch than to dance to, if that makes sense. Like cinematically, it's pretty, but in terms of actually utilizing it, I don't know, it's fine. Disco Inferno, I'm gonna put in average as well because it's kind of a map that like I expect from Just Dance. Like it's not bad, but it's not like a masterpiece either. It's somewhere in between where it's like, yeah, I can see Just Dance putting that in there. I love this dancer though. I love his energy. It's great. Driver's License. Oh. I'm so torn on this one because the choreography is one of my least favorites in the entire game, but the visuals are some of my absolute favorites in the entire game. Like when she's walking to the side and you can see like particles creating her and her ex and like talking and stuff, I think are so beautiful. I think the direction of the choreography just doesn't click with me, and the expression doesn't click with me either. At some point it seems like the coach is like moving on and she's smiling and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna be okay. But the song is not quite there yet. Like the lyrics to the song are like, I'm not okay, I'm not doing all right, I'm struggling. This one is really, really tough for me. But I think because I value choreography like way above everything else, just because that's my own personal like feeling of it, because I want to learn how to dance and be as technical as possible. I think I'm going to put it in below average. I think it's like, it's not bad, but it like just barely missed the mark for me. Like it's almost there. It's at the edge of the cliff and it just needs to jump off. I don't know if that's the right expression. Don't go jumping off of cliffs. This is not me telling you to jump off a cliff. But it's like something's missing that I wanted more from for this map. So I'm really sad about it. But again, visuals, whoever's working on visuals this year needs to be working at like Marvel or Pixar or something. Dynamite, easy. It's fun. I'm just gonna put it in average. Like, I don't know. It's good. I am really glad that Just Dance has these easier versions to help bridge the gap between not knowing a dance at all and knowing one of the hardest dances in the game. But I won't lie, I would rather have a tutorial mode. I would just rather have the tutorial mode than easy maps. Like if we had a tutorial mode, but we got more original maps or more songs or whatever, I would prefer that. So I don't know, it's fine to me. Good ones, oh. I have to put this one in amazing. Amazing. The visuals, the dance feels so good to me. This dancer, Sarah Magassa, is like incredible. She's in Telephone as well. And the way she dances just like has me like mesmerized. Like, I'm like, whoa. The part where it goes to the second verse where she like stares at the camera and like turns slowly, I'm like, she's about to kill me. Like, I'm so like sucked in. So yeah, Good Ones is amazing to me. Even though it's really short, it's so beautiful. And I want to know who's in that coffin. Who is she resurrecting? Heat Waves. I'm so sorry. I have to put this one in reverb fart noise. I'm so sorry. This is just like Lyle for me, where I feel like this map is better viewed than it is danced to. I love the animation for this. I think it's so cute. It gives me like Wall-E vibes. It gives me Stray vibes, the video game Stray. And I think it's so precious. I really do love it. But that's kind of where my love for it ends, is how beautiful it is and how well animated it is. I don't like the choreography. I don't like how they had model move to the choreography. It's in a way that's like, I mean, it sounds funny to say it's unnatural because it's literally a robot. So of course it's unnatural, but like it's in a way that is really hard to understand as a human being, like what he's doing. And the big letdown for me is what would you call it? It's like the climax of the song where the robot goes like this and you kind of expect this explosion of lights. And then it's just like sparks trickle to the ground. And that's kind of it. And then he keeps dancing. And I remember watching it in the preview and being like, that wasn't where was the moment? Like I was waiting for a moment. So I think this one is like a huge letdown to me. But I will say maybe I'm also slightly biased because I'm really sick of the song. I've heard that song enough. I'm tired of it. But in terms of watching it, I love watching it. I just don't like dancing to it. Danger High Voltage 8-bit I think is so cute. And I have to put it in amazing for the way that they managed to put like a, 16-bit map in Just Dance. I think it's so cool. There's also like lots of Easter eggs, lots of previous coaches. And I also think it's a fun dance. Like given the fact that it's animated, they managed to do the dance really well. So I really like it. If you want to party, oh, when I first heard this song, I hated it. I was like, no. This is like some song to like enthrall children, which is like fair because like the game is meant for families. But I was like, man, this is so corny. And I'm not gonna lie, the more I've heard it, the more it's grown on me. And now I kind of like it. I think the only thing about it that makes me want to put it in amazing is the fact of how tied to the lore it is. But other than that, it's like a pretty standard map to me. So I think I'm just gonna put it in average because it's like another thing that I expect from Just Dance. I Knew You Were Trouble. I feel so bad because this one gets requested a lot, so I feel like this is not gonna be very popular, but I'm putting this in way below average. It's another map where I like everything except the choreography. I really don't like the choreography. Something about the dance just like doesn't, like I just don't like it. Like the part where in the chorus she's kicking, but she's kicking really slowly. It's almost kind of like that climax moment from Heat Waves where you want more, but they're not giving you more. And I don't know. I don't really like the dance, but I love the lore. I love all the costume changes. I love the chorus backdrop with all the TVs and everything being destroyed and stuff. I love all that. But the choreography just kind of like ruined it for me. Locked Out of Heaven, I'm putting straight into amazing. I think that me and Astilia had like a spiritual moment when we watched this for the first time because I remember her having the same feelings as me where I was like, I don't really care much for this preview, like it's pretty average. But then you get the context from the beginning and the ending of the map of like what it all means. And it hits so much harder. They completely took like the meaning of this song and changed it to fit the story of Just Dance, which is really impressive. Because Locked Out of Heaven is like this guy that wants to get with his girlfriend or whatever. But in the map, it's like Jack Rose, the coach, wants to perform and he loves music and he loves dancing, but like his mom doesn't approve. So he's locked out of heaven in a different way. I just think it was really impressive that they managed to do that. And that costume is so beautiful. There's also a small detail in this map that I really appreciate, which doesn't like, it's not enough to tip it over into amazing, but it's one I wanted to point out. So in the background when he's dancing and performing with the crowd there, they're all jumping during I think the chorus. And then when it goes to the bridge and the song starts to slow down, the crowd stops jumping and they all start like slowly waving their arms. And I just think it's such a good touch because I feel like the background could easily be like, oh, just put random stuff in there because everyone's watching the dancer anyway. But I think it fit the tone of the map really well, and it would have been easy for them to just have the dancers jump constantly, but having them slow down and go like this, I thought was really cool. Love Me Land! I'm putting this one straight in masterpiece. This is the first time I've seen a heels choreography in Just Dance that you would learn in like a professional setting. Like floor moves, wearing like actual like stiletto heels. Oh, I love this map. I feel like ever since I saw the preview, I was obsessed with it. It's why I wanted it to be my first gameplay for 2023 and like with a professional like camera person and a studio and stuff. I love this dance and I hope we get more like it because, ooh. I also just love the Zara Larsson songs. Like every Zara Larsson song to me is a huge hit. So thank you, Just Dance. Magic! This one is teetering between masterpiece and amazing to me. I think I have to give it masterpiece. And I know this is gonna be like a really corny reason, but I'm giving it masterpiece for the feeling that it gives me when I dance to it. It's not necessarily any specific detail about the map itself, like the background or the costume or whatever. It's like the way that I am so happy when I dance to it. When I was with the Just Dance team and some of the other star players for the launch in November, I think this was like the last song we danced to together. And the feeling of dancing with like 20 people all like shaking and clapping at the same time was just like such a beautiful moment. There's something about this dance that really just like makes me fall in love with it. So this one's going into masterpiece for me. Majesty. Oh, this one's tough. I think I'm also going to give this one masterpiece. I will say there is one aspect about it that I don't really like, but it's not enough to like bring it down from masterpiece for me. I really don't like how like super smiley the Just Dancers are, because this is like the big battle. Like this is the final battle. This is the boss fight. They have been spending the whole game like building up their team, recruiting people to fight for this cause. And the whole time they're in the final fight, they're very like, and I just don't like it. I think I would have liked it more if they looked more like determined, like not scared or frightened, but like they're really fighting, but they're confident fighting instead of just, I don't know. I think seeing constant smiling just like doesn't do it for me. But I also understand that it might be so that it like doesn't scare kids or something. I don't know. It just, the smiling doesn't fit the vibe for me. $1 Million Baby. Oh my God. I'm putting this in average. No, sorry. I'm putting this in amazing, amazing, amazing. But there is one thing that almost puts it to average for me. And it's the fact that it almost looks like she forgets the moves sometimes. And I don't know if she is or not. I will say, like, I don't want to say she is forgetting the moves. But there are 2 moments that I can remember where she just kind of stops dancing and she just stands there. And I'm like, do we need to keep going or like what's going on? I think that's the only thing that would have tipped it over to average for me. But I love this map. This is the first time I've truly loved a map with a celebrity in it, because all the other ones I just am like not that into. But the way that they stylized her to look sort of like Ava, sort of like a Just Dance coach was perfect. Her costume is so cool. The background is beautiful. The dance is super fun. Yeah, I love this map. I was very surprised by this map. More Seraphine, I think I'm gonna put in average. I really like the costume. I like the background. It all fits like the KDA vibe. It doesn't like blow me away or anything. I think it's a good bridge between learning the extreme and not knowing it. But for me, it's just fine. Numb, oh my God. Numb, I think I'm gonna put in masterpiece. Again, it tugs at my emo heartstrings, okay? As you can see so far, I'm in a very good mood with this game. I think all of it is incredibly beautiful. I think the imagery of it is beautiful. The fact that she is struggling internally and then releasing what she wants to be external is really beautiful. But the thing that really cemented it as a masterpiece for me is the expression of the dancer. She looks like she's struggling, like she's really into the mood and the emotion of this song. And that is like exactly what I wanted from Driver's License. Like I'm not sitting here saying I want them to be sad, not like that. But I want them to fit the tone of the song that they're dancing to. And Numb is devastating. It's such a sad song. And I think that this one just like knocks it out of the park. It's so shocking for Just Dance, which I think was really intriguing to me at first. And then when I saw the preview, I was like, whoa. I will say I don't really like the colorful outfit. I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know if it's a dress. I don't know if it's a jacket. It's kind of a lot. Also, her face doesn't look fully painted. So that's kind of a bummer. Like the second costume, I'm not sure about. But it's not enough to make me put it in amazing, given how incredible the dance is and the dancer is. Physical! I'm gonna put this one in amazing. I think it's kind of the same as Magic, where I feel really like something about it really pulls me in and makes me fall in love with it. Ironically, it's the same dancer in real life. I think her name's Elena. Same dancer. So keep bringing her back, Just Dance, because I love her. Playground, I'm also putting in amazing. This dancer, Celine, I think really nailed the like crazy vibe, but also the sad vibe of Jinx from Arcane, because she switches between having this like crazy smile look and then being like, where's my sister? She like killed it. I really love it. And that background is so beautiful. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but whoever's doing the environments in Just Dance and the special effects and stuff, You're doing a great job. You need a raise. Psycho, I'm just gonna put an average. It's the same kind of thing where I'm like, it's fine. Like, I don't know. It's fine. I think these songs with the easy versions, I'll be able to rank more fairly when we do the extreme ranking in a bit, because the easy versions are basically like almost copy pasted, a little bit watered down. So I don't know. Oh my God. What is this Imagine Dragon song? Radioactive. Radioactive, I think I'm going to put in average. I want to say my favorite thing about this map is that they included a coach with a disability in a wheelchair. It makes me really happy to see them including more coaches with disabilities. So I really commend them for that. Not that it is like something that should necessarily be praised. It should be like the norm to have a wide variety of coaches. But I was really happy to see a coach for the first time in a wheelchair. I think it's incredible for representation. I think it's incredible for people who want to dance and think that they aren't able to because they're in a wheelchair or they have chronic pain or something that has them seated a lot. And I think it's really beautiful to be able to inspire them and make them realize that, yes, you can dance and we can find a way. That's kind of where my love for the map ends, though. I'm really not big into tutting. It's not my personal favorite style, so maybe someone who is into tutting can give more insight on it. And also the background and the costumes feel very Just Dance 2015. Like they feel old. It feels like not a lot of thought was put into them. It's very basic. I'm sorry. It's really basic. It seems very much like we're busy working on telephone. Can you guys just throw Radioactive together really quickly? So to me, it's just kind of fine. It's not something that I want to dance to a lot. Rather Be's going straight to masterpiece. I don't know what it is. I think I love all of it. I love the choreography. I love the costume. I love having a non-binary coach. I love the effects and the backgrounds and everything. I love having the panda involved. But I think what pulls me in the most is being able to resonate with that feeling of putting in earbuds, listening to music, and just going into another zone. Like, I still don't really know if Mihai is like teleporting somewhere physically or like is kind of like mentally in their own mind. But to me, that's how I feel when I'm dancing. I hear music and my body goes on autopilot and I'm somewhere else. I'm on a completely different planet. The first time I saw this, I cried. I wept like a baby. I love this map. I love it so much. Sissy That Walk. I'm gonna put Sissy That Walk in average. I think Lolita Banana did a great job, and I was really happy to see a collaboration with like a real drag queen. But it's also kind of like, it's another one of those maps that is like, yeah, that seems like it would be in Just Dance. Like, it doesn't necessarily blow me away. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. I love dancing to this one. I have a lot of fun with this one. But it's also not like super impressive. I don't know. It's just fine. Stay Chacarone version, whatever the alt is called. I am being dead serious when I say this is not because it's Chacarone. So trust me when I say this. I'm going to put it in way below average for the reason being that when I see these silly alts, I'm like, this is the chance to do something that catches you off guard. Kind of like in Wake Me Up or Bring Me to Life when they're like lifting the other character. The silly alts are like a really good opportunity to have like really big silly moves. And this one was kind of just like a watered down duet version of the classic version. Like even some of the moves are repeated and the background is pretty flat and like it's just like fine. I think they could have been a little sillier with this. I think they could have gone a little further. So not one of my favorites. Stay Classic though, amazing. When I first saw this map, I thought the coach was like a 3D model, but no, it's a real person. I was like, huh? The uncanny valley is uncannying. But like the way that they matched it to the music video of like walking up buildings and including other coaches in the background in the advertisements on the buildings. Oh, I just think it's so cool. And the dance is fun, so I like it. Sweet But Psycho, I'm also putting in amazing. Love the dance. Love the way that they incorporated the music video for Sweet But Psycho with the story of Rasputin and the bride. And the costume is so smart, like having her original dress, but it's like half torn off. is like, I just love this map. I think it's really smart. Telephone seated. Telephone seated, I'm gonna put in average, I think. It's a really fun map and I really like it. It also like doesn't super blow me away, which is kind of unfair to say because it's going up against Telephone Classic, which is now my favorite map of all time. So it had a lot to live up to. I will say I do prefer the seated dances that are more serious like this because for the first couple years, the seated dances in Just Dance were all kind of silly, except for Diamonds. Diamonds was beautiful. But after that, it was like mostly silly seated dances. And then we got God is a Woman seated, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that I could actually be into the seated dances, like seriously. So I hope when they do seated dances in the future, they have more like this that are less silly, more serious and fun at the same time. I don't know if I explained that well. Telephone. You already knew where it was going. Telephone is a masterpiece. There is an anecdote from the Just Dance devs that they filmed this map until 4 a.m. And the work really shows. This map consistently blows me away, even still watching it now, after the game being out for 8 months or whatever it's been. Really incredible. And I hate to say it because I don't want the dancers to always be up until 4 a.m. working, but I hope we get more maps like this because this is like incredible. The dancing and how original it was to the music video, but also with like a classic Just Dance twist to it. The costumes were unbelievable. Bringing back previous coaches, leaving an air of mystery of like who's on the phone with Icona Shard, who is that? Having the lineup and introducing the coaches and their names, the Easter eggs of like their dates and stuff. It was like no detail went unchecked except for some of the prison numbers, but whatever, we won't talk about that. This was just, I wish I had one more tier above Masterpiece because it would be that. Therefore, I think is going to go in average for me. This is kind of like Numb, where I'm like, I don't really get the outfit. I don't really get it. Not that I have to. I think the dance is great. I love the callbacks to previous Billie Eilish maps, and the dancer does an incredible job. But to me, it's just kind of fine. Toxic Just Dance 2. This is going to be a weird ranking because I'm ranking a song in Just Dance 2023 that's technically been out for over 10 years. Don't laugh. I'm putting Just Dance 2 Toxic in Amazing. The reason I'm putting it in Amazing is because I am shocked at how well this map holds up after 10 years. If you play Just Dance 1 or 2 or 3 today, it's not the same Just Dance. It's much worse. At the time, it was incredible, but now when you compare it to new Just Dance, it's like not even a competition. But the choreography for Toxic from JD2, now with the original version of Toxic overlaid, holds up shockingly well. It's a really good dance. So I'm ranking it as Amazing because I can't believe after all these years, it's still great to dance to. Toxic Remake going straight into Masterpiece. Obviously, we can thank all of the people that worked on the map because so many people worked on it. But of course, Dina did an incredible job as like Britney historian on the map. I'm not sure the map would be this amazing without her input. And I mean that sincerely. I still think it would have been a great map, but she is so knowledgeable about Britney, and having her involved and having her in the map, I'm pretty sure that's the first time a community member has ever been in a map before. It was just so special. They did an incredible job. Also, getting to see these costumes up close, like the flight attendant costume, I really wish they did more like behind the scenes videos on the costumes with Benjamin, the costume designer. Costume director, character director. I don't remember his title, but he does a lot of the costumes and he's so talented. There are so many details on these costumes. They are beautiful. So I hope we get more behind the scenes showing the details of that because they're so stunning. Walking on Sunshine, I'm gonna put in Amazing. I have to say, if you didn't see any of my reaction videos when the previews were coming out, you have to watch the one for this where I reacted with all of the other people from Center Stage at the St. Jude trip that we went on. We all got to react to these maps together, and this one had us like screaming. I think it's such a cute idea to have the pictograms like completely take over and hold everyone hostage and be like, no, It's our turn to dance. I'm on stage now. And it's even smarter that they replace the pictograms with like random assets from other maps, because it almost makes you realize like, oh, dancing without the pictograms is actually kind of hard. I get it. It's like the pictos are on strike. They are unionizing. So I love it. I think it's so cute. Wanna be easy. There's not much to say about it. It's going an average. It's, fine. Watch out for this. I think I'm gonna put also an average. It's another Just Dance map where I look at it and I'm like, yep, that's a Just Dance map. It doesn't like super blow me away, and it's also not like a terrible map. It's just what I expect. We Don't Talk About Bruno. I know this is gonna be a weird placement, but I think I'm gonna put We Don't Talk About Bruno in Masterpiece. Usually the Disney songs in Just Dance, I skip them. I don't do them. They're not for me. I'm not a big Disney person. We're finally starting to get Disney songs that aren't covers, which I think they've been doing for a couple years now. And this map is so detailed and has so many people involved. The lip syncing is incredible. And I have to say, I got to see these costumes up close in Paris. This is why I want a behind the scenes with the costumes, because the details are insane. There are so many details that you would never see in the game because you're not going to get close enough, but they're so beautiful. It makes me happy that Disney seems to be like trusting Just Dance more with like the music rights and the ability to use these costumes and stuff, because a few years ago, the Disney songs were all covers. They were not great covers. They were just kind of fine for me. And this one like really blew me out of the water. So this one was great. Which is also going in Masterpiece. Oh my God. That costume, that background, the way that the camera moves back when the music is like, what's the word? When it crescendos, is that the right word? I'm so sorry, music people, if that's wrong. Oh, this map gives me chills. Chills. I love this map. It's so great. Woman Alt is going in amazing. I think I like this better than the classic, personally. I think it's so beautiful, and that costume is so stunning. Woman Normal, I think I'm gonna put in average. I really like it, but it's kind of like watch out for this, where it's like, yep, that's a Just Dance map. Cool. Those costumes are so beautiful though, and I love the lore behind all of the girls in the map. Wouldn't it be nice? I'm putting in amazing. I think a big reason why I'm putting it in amazing is because the ending, where it slowly zooms out and you can see all the people working on this map, was so touching and like brought tears to my eyes, because stop motion is so hard. I can only imagine how long a map like this took. It had to have been like months, because doing stop motion for even just 30 seconds is so hard. I had to do a stop motion project in high school, and my whole like video, it was just like Skittles that were like making forms and then like moving apart and moving around my desk and stuff. And it was only 30 seconds. It took me a week. And this is like way more professional. So I love this one. It makes me so happy. Zooby-doo. Can I be honest? I don't really mind this one. Maybe I put this one in Masterpiece. Who knows? I think I'm just going to put it in average if I'm being serious. I actually don't mind this song if I'm being real. I think it's really funny. It's really goofy, but it's fine. It's Just Dance. All right, so this is my ranking for the Just Dance 2023 classic songs. I only have one song in, and it's just Heat Waves. I really love watching Heat Waves. I think it's so precious. It just doesn't really fit with dancing. Maybe if the animations had been a bit smoother and more realistic, I would have liked it more. But there was a bunch of stuff I wasn't really digging with it. Driver's License, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Stay Alternate, I think also could have had small things done to improve them a little bit. But honestly, it's kind of grasping at straws, because Just Dance 2023 is pretty incredible. The maps are really beautiful. They're really well made. Nothing is like unbelievably, shockingly disappointing creatively. So it is kind of distinguishing A+ between like a B. None of them are like fails for me. Okay, it's time to rank the extremes. I'm very excited about this one because I love the extremes this year, so this should be good. Starting off with Anything I Do, I'm putting in amazing. I think normally I'm not a big fan of like the VIP kind of maps, But I think having House of Revlon involved was really special. They're really special in representing a whole community of people in Just Dance, and it's really great to have them. But Hugo can explain it way better than I can, so please go watch his video on it because it's really important. Boy with Love Extreme, I think I'm gonna put in Masterpiece. It's really beautiful. It's a really well done extreme. The dancer doesn't look tired at all. I usually die about a third into this dance and he's just the Energizer Bunny. He keeps going. I love this dance. I love the way he moves. I love the outfit. I love all of it. It's great. Can't Stop the Feeling alt, I think I'm gonna put below average only because I'm not a big fan of the choreography. Everything else is really great. I love the dancer's energy. I love how smiley he is. I love that it started with Sihanova and the Traveler making a baby. I don't really know what to call that. I don't know what I just saw with my own eyes. But I think it's really beautiful that it shows him traveling through the different dance verses and stuff. I just don't really like the choreography that much. Dynamite Extreme, I think I'm gonna put in average. It's another like Just Dance map that I expect, but it's fun. It's a fun extreme. More, I'm putting in amazing. I think More is so beautiful. I think the dancers did a great job. It's really nice to see a KDA map where you can see their faces really well, because KDA is such a cool group. There's like a different member for each thing with like rapping and singing and dancing and whatever. And it's just, it's beautiful to see all of their expressions. Physical Extreme is going straight into Masterpiece. This is, I think, my favorite extreme in this game. Something about the choreography just itches my brain. Like it just feels good. It feels right. It feels correct. It feels like I'm on the right timeline. Out of all the timelines I could have been in, I'm in the correct one. Also, this dancer does an incredible job. I recently put up a gameplay for Physical Extreme where I'm dancing in the same type of heels that she is, where it's like platform high heels. I did one take and was like, no, I will not do another one. It's so hard to dance in them. So huge respect to her. Psycho Extreme, I think I'm gonna put in amazing for the simple fact that I think the whole map is really beautiful and great, but the choreography is so technical. It's so hard. I've had 2 or 3 different learning dance day streams for this map, and I still haven't fully learned it because it's so hard. It's not my favorite extreme. In fact, I'm not even really like a huge fan of it, but I think the choreography is so hard, the dancers did a great job, and the background is really beautiful. So for that, I put it in amazing. Toxic Extreme is also going in amazing. Oh my God. This costume, the background, the dancer, the spinning on the knees, incredible. So incredible. Wannabe Extreme. It feels kind of weird putting it in Masterpiece just because it's technically not like Just Dance's choreography, it's Itzy's choreography. But having them involved in lore, the background is incredible. The dancers are incredible. The costumes are amazing. Like, it's all just such an amazing dance. Like, I'm obsessed with this dance. It's so good. I wish I had more details to give, but it's just an incredible dance. They did such an amazing job with it. So yeah, this is my ranking for the extremes. I feel like I'm missing one. Why does it feel like one is missing? I can't tell. Tell me in the comments if I missed one, and if I did, I'll just put it down there. Thank you so much for watching this ranking video for Just Dance 2023. I just want to say, if I ranked a song that you didn't like high or that you do like low or whatever, please don't take it personally. It's just my own opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. My opinion is not fact. But please let me know if you thought I got any of them wrong or what your favorite maps were in Just Dance in the comments. I also stream Just Dance multiple days a week if you want to come hang out on Twitch. I'm actually currently on a bit of a streaming break because I'm a little exhausted after St. Jude fundraising. We did an incredible job. We raised over $70,000 in 1 month, which I'm very proud of, but now I'm like, so I'm pretty tired, but I'm gonna keep putting up videos. I also post my dance and my lore videos on TikTok if you wanna come hang out with me over there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!